but unstable, I worry about not having the bar up, but I've seen a lot of times where the bar ends up covering up the claustrophrenic angle. So you just have to kind of see like what kind of gurney you have. Some you can keep the bars up, some you can't. All right? Okay. So if I was going to do an AP chest, is this locked? Okay. I'm going to go ahead. Is it locked?
No.
Okay, go ahead and lock it. All right, so if I'm going to do an AP chest, can you scoot around and put your legs on the side here? Oh, please, grab your hands. Well, that's a good, if you have straps, I guess that's one way where they won't fall off. Okay, scoot your bottom back as much as you can, good. Because they'll tend to kind of do this, so you want to really get them scooted back. And then, again, I'm going to angle down 5 degrees.
That's not me.
I know, that's me. Later, alligator. Okay, so can you move your gurney over just a little bit? Okay, so scoot towards your right just slightly, your hips over. Okay, perfect. So again, I'm right below the manubrial notch here, T7. I can open up a little bit more on the shoulders. Inch and a half of light above. Okay, now, can you turn your shoulders, hands in like this? Well, no, not your, just turn your hands in. Okay, there you go. Now, what are we doing by doing that? Yeah, you're trying to get the scapulus off the lungs, but if you do that at the hospital, they're like, what are you doing? But per the book, that's what you're supposed to do. You'll get a better chest x-ray. Okay, now relax. What's the disadvantage of doing it this way?
More radiation.
More radiation to the breast. And you could, you know, on some gurneys and buckies, you could turn it around and do it PA and have her legs off the other side. But you can see there's not a lot of room there for her to do it on this one. Okay, so we're not going to do that one. We're only going to concentrate on the AP. All right, so now I'm going to get the gurney out of the way. You need that chair that's over there. Go ahead and jump up. So nice when you have these young, agile patients, but not of course so much the hospital, right?
You want to run?
Yeah. I'll save the upright KUB for, or did I did the upright KUB, didn't I? Yeah. Leave them alive. There's nothing new. Watch out there. Yeah, nothing purple. Okay, go ahead and sit here for me. Now, what I want you to do if they're in the chair is have them scoot their bottom like towards the edge of the chair and then lean back. And that's going to be the semi-upright. And this chair is kind of flexible. So you may need a small pad to help position the cassette so it doesn't slide around too much. Okay, so go ahead and sit forward. I'm just going to stick the pad there to sort of help hold the cassette. Okay, go ahead and lean back. So the trick, as I mentioned, is getting the cassette perpendicular, or the CR perpendicular to the cassette by making it parallel. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at this angle and I'm looking at this angle. And there's no scientific way to determine, like I know because I've been doing this a million years, but what you want to avoid is this, where you're like way off this way. See the difference, how this is parallel to that? Mm-hmm. Or this. Close your eyes. See how I'm not parallel? So this is going to cause an apical lordotic. The other one's going to cause the clavicles to be too low.
So this one, the SID, you can only go as far as you can go, right?
In this room, right. When you're using the portable, you have the advantage of, you know, maybe even trying to get 72 inches, but in this room, it's kind of hard to do. Okay, so this says it's at 60, and this is 60 degrees here. You know, upright's 90, halfway's 45, halfway between that 60. So if you have them bring their bottom to close to the edge of the chair and lean back, that's going to be approximately 60 degrees. Okay? And there we have it. Well, I moved everything now, but Okay, and then of course put the shield on. So you have supine chest, semi-upright chest, either on the gurney or in the chair. Upright against the bucky with the gurney. You have a lateral chest on the gurney. And then you have your KUB and the cubes here. You could do a decube on the gurney as well, but I don't know, I think it's almost harder in this room because it's so hard to move around here that we'll just keep the decubes on the table, I think.
And do we still only have a 5-minute setup time?
No. You can do it, you can do it, yes you can.
Had to
So
try.
if you know you're going to do a lateral chest, I mean in this circumstance, go ahead and get up. You could just get the gurney over here and then have the patient get on it. So it's really not going to take you that much more.
Okay.
I mean, it could, but you're, whoops, oh. 2 minutes of fussing is not going to help. Okay, so I think we're, what time is it? Yeah, so we're on time to not take a break. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a 10-minute break anyway, and then we'll get the group set up.